All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL. You name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. It's complete to Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On play action, Brissett. He's got it to Williams.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 49ers 12-yard line.
Go! Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Pause. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
65.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
65.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 20. On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
13. 12.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
21, 21.
Check 49. Check 49. Check 50. Check.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11, 11. 11.
Small. No. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Tighten up.
11, 11.
9. Too little, cut. 59's mark.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert 3.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And an alley to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
3-3. Like 5. Trump. Like 5. I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this one's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brissett again. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike 54. Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Brissett. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
54 Mike. Check.
At the 9-yard line.
You better be afraid, You better be afraid of me. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing. Brissett. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Three bud. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Kill.
Wide. Get wide. Go. Crunch. Joker.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, San Francisco.
Now it's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Three bud. You go tight. You got tight.
They run with Breida. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
11. White. Check.
Say. Watch the ship.
Hey, alert.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Brissett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Pittsburgh, 54, line 54. Hey, let's get some pressure.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the line.
And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Now a first down carry by Bell. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got wide.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Complete to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Yeah. 54. Watch 54. You better bring it. Yeah. You better bring it.
Now Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike's 54. Man, I got you.
Second down and goal. Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put that team on the bus. So don't say no.
Block.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Check. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Go. Buzz. Be ready. That's it. Fires the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Jim.
Now Brissett. This complete to Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13 yards. It's now 3rd down and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Mike 5-4. Mike up. You got it running.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180.
Let's set a tone.
2.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
21.
Check three.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike. Here we go. 180.
I'm here all day. Whip. Watch the whip. Check it out, read.
21.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Let's get it.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open. It's Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brissett to throw on 1st. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on, baby. Come on.
To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Hands, yeah. That's the pass.
Here's Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 9:54. Let's go. Here we go, D. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On play action, Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 49ers 11-yard line.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Bravo. Hey, when the rep, let's go right here. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 50 seconds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm telling you, to you.
21. Here we go.
To you. Kill.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Slam.
2.
Switch gear.
11.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Recon, 132 fighter. Black.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch, switch, switch. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Brissett looks to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jack!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and the Bills have wound up winning that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
And that QB's traps. Let's go.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in. But
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Colts, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.